Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Meteorfall Bramble Royale. And this is a wacky tactical deck builder roguelite that has a whole lot of character and approaches the genre in its own unique way. Now, there's also tons of customization options, unlocks, and replayability to keep you coming back. Now, if you want to check out this game for yourself, you can do so. There is a free demo on Steam, link in the video description below. Otherwise, the slated release date is March 26th, 2025, so very, very soon. So we're going to hop on into a new run. Please like the video if you're liking the content. Become a subscriber if you're new here, and I thank you so much. Now, let's rock and roll. Alright, so each run begins with a team draft. Now, there's 8 heroes available in the game. I have just 4 unlocked. We have Bruno, which is a strength-based character. He has the Bold Heart special. When you end your turn, this brawler gains 2 shield if in front row. We have Mischief, a dex-based character. Ambusher, start each battle with critical, which allows you to do double damage. Then Greybeard, an intelligence-based character. He's an archmage. Whenever you use an ability, gain 2 rage. Now, your team comp does matter, and your team captain also matters. So the first hero you choose is your team captain, and the team captain determines your team captain's bonus. So for instance, here with Mischief, when you play a card that deals damage, also add 1 stack of poison. It also dictates your starting bonus. So for instance, with her, we have 1 bad apple. Inflict 15 total stacks of poison is our requirement for that. For the reward we get, when you apply poison, increase the amount by 3. Now, this is a reward that can be gotten over and over and over again in battle, but obviously with Mischief, you want to keep spreading the poison, right? So we're going to go with this team here today. Now, let's hop on in. Oh, and this is a wild card, can be used once per battle. Let's go. Now, I think the first thing you're going to notice about the wacky and zany world of Meteorfall, it's just the character, the vibe, right? It's fun. It's got a very fun vibe. I really do like it. I like the music. I like the character that this game exudes. So what's going on here? Well, we have a 2x2 square that we're managing. We can move our heroes freely. Okay? You can do it unlimited amounts of times, however you like. And generally, the enemy is going to attack the enemy, or the ally, I should say, directly across from them, or they're going to use some kind of spell or skill that buffs them. So for instance, here, you can always see what they're going to do if you just hover the mouse cursor over them. So they're going all-out attack here. Attacking the wizard twice for 5 each, so 10. Will effectively kill him. And then Bruno's also going to be taking a hit. So we obviously want to stave off this damage. So let's get Bruno on a frontal roll. You always want Bruno in the front anyways to take advantage of his skill. Okay? And I think we can probably rearrange Mischief down here to take this hit as well. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to play cards in your hand to do damage to the opposition. Now, there's a few different kinds of cards. The first being an item card. So this longsword here is an item card. We can equip this to any hero that we like, and then that hero will do 4 damage. Now, with item cards, items will result last in the battle sequence, is what you have to understand. Okay, so that means the entire enemy fleet will attack first, and then whatever item card you have will go. Okay, so items always last. And then these abilities will actually result instantly. So an ability card, an example of that is right here, this Feeble Toxin. If I use this, it's going to be used immediately. So you have to balance the usage of ability and item cards in this game for sure. And then furthermore, there's card synergies. So remember in the intro, I was mentioning the typing of the units. Bruno, the strength character here. Well, that's important because this right here is a strength card. Okay? So this is a longsword. It's going to do 8 damage regardless of the hero that uses it. However, if a strength-based character uses it, it's going to deal 4 bonus damage. And we'll find all kinds of cards that have different synergies with different character types, and you kind of want to synergize from there. So this is obviously the best weapon for Bruno, so let's go ahead and throw it on him. Now he's going to be hitting heavy, right? And then this right here is an Ice Bolt. It's an ability, so it will be used immediately, but it's got that purple backing, meaning it's good for intelligence-based characters. And you will also be able to upgrade and find hybrid cards as well. And essentially what that's going to do is it's going to just add more flexibility to said card, okay? And we can get into that in just a little bit once we get to town and have access to upgrade cards and whatnot. So let's go ahead and throw some shield on Bruno. We actually have this wizard hat as well, so this is an item. But we start next turn with +2 energy. I kind of like that. Either that or could try to get a weak hit. Let's throw the wizard hat on the wizard, and let's end the turn there. Alright, so the enemy's going to go. And the game does a pretty good job of telegraphing what's going to happen, right? So there, he used the wizard hat. We're going to have 6 energy now. Obviously, Bruno brings down the big sword and kills the skeleton. Now we're on to round 2. Now, Twin Daggers. This is a dexterity-based card, obviously best used on Mischief. So let's go ahead and do that. Deal 2 damage twice. Dexterity, your card also applies 3 poison. So let's definitely throw that on you. And in fact, she can just spread some poison. Looks like he's just going to get eliminated. She could spread some poison, though. I mean, I've got plenty of energy. So let's do this. Let's use poison on you. Let's use poison on you again. Let's switch places again. Let's go ahead and use this, which is Scorch. Add 3 burn, essentially, to any tile occupied by a brawler. So boom, scorched him. You bet. Now let's brawl. Alright, Bruno takes a hit. That's alright. She takes a pretty big hit. But then just stacks up that poison. 7 stacks of poison on that poor skeleton there, and he gets absolutely wrecked. What is this guy? Alright, so a wild card is in play. We'll get into that in a second. This is a Gobloid. Okay, so he's raging. You gain 4 fury after each round. Or rage, excuse me. Increase your damage equal to the number of stacks, then remove. So a wild card is in effect. So this turn, brawlers that use an intelligence-based card shall have 4 poison applied to them. So if we use this, we're going to get 4 poison applied to whatever hero used it. I mean, it's not a huge deterrence, because if one of your heroes dies, it's not the end of the world. You just want to make sure that you win the fight. They do revive at the end of battle, okay? A long sword on Bruno, I think that's a no-brainer. See, so what are you guys doing? He's going to block. He's going to block. This guy's going to attack Bruno. Let's get some shield on our boy Bruno then. Let's throw the wizard hat on the wizard. It's fitting. And I think Ice Bolt is actually good. We'll just go ahead and absorb the poison stacks. Did a huge hit to this guy and applied freeze. Freeze is going to lower his damage. So now he's effectively going to do nothing to Bruno, which is great. Yep, did nothing. These guys fortify a little bit. That's okay. Ground's still on fire here. 3 stacks of burn. Down to 1. Alright, so we can go ahead and use this. Let's use it. That's our wild card. Plus 8 to any brawler below half health. Quite nice. And let's see. Bruno, yes, get equipped. You just hit this guy again. Looks like he filled up his HP. Got the wizard hat, yes. Let's apply poison twice. And let's see. Nice, we got the feat completed. 1 bad apple, so that's going to give us bonus poison stacks. When you apply poison, increase the amount by 3. So this is completed. Okay. So that's actually going to be good as we go on here. Can apply more and more poison. Good stuff. The skeleton's down. Bruno's just taking some serious punishment. Gonna get some bonus energy from that wizard hat. Good things happening here. Although poison does hurt. Like, poison's lethal in this game. Alright, so let's switch places and apply poison. Check that out. 5 poison stacks now. Switch places again, wizard. Let's scorch him. Boom. Alright, so now he's marked for death. Let's get this on you. This on you. Let's get some block on Bruno. Let's call that an effective turn. And victory. Alright, Bruno takes a hit. Mischief takes a hit. That's right, get that double stab and just apply 17 stacks of poison. And I'd say, like, the most lethal thing about poison is the stacks only reduced by 1 per turn, right? So 17 down to 16 can really add up to a lot of damage with a lot of poison stacks. Now, at the end of the fight, we do get a card selection here. And what do we have? So, Swamp Charm. When this is in your hand, apply 2 poison to a random enemy wherever an ability is played. Whenever an ability is played, excuse me. This does nothing when played. It's also free. But it's got to stay in your hand. Plaguebringer. Double poison stacks on any brawler. That sounds pretty amazing. Lightning Strike. Deal 8 damage to any brawler. Apply... Was that Shock? Deal damage equal to the number of charge stacks. Okay, got it. I think Plaguebringer just tailor-made for our deck. Now we also got to choose another feat. So this is, of course, a goal in battle, right? So we have Boiling Point. Whenever an ally falls below 5 HP, all allies get 5 rage. Party on. An allied brawler, including minion brawlers, fall in combat. Remaining allies gain +4 attack. Pyromaniac. Creates a fire 5 times. Restore 15 health to all allies. I mean, I don't hate that either. Let's go with Pyromaniac, sure. Sounds good to me. I mean, a 15 HP restore. That's pretty nice. And then next up, post-battle here, we have Schedule A or Schedule B, so we can choose one, not both, just one. And this will dictate what options are available in the shop selection next. So for instance, if we select Schedule A here, Wildcard Shop, Oracle, and Bank is available to us. Otherwise, Schedule B is Training, the Inn, and the Workshop. Let's go with Schedule B.
Look at this smart one.
Then here we have the little town here, okay? So since we selected Schedule B, the options available here are in alignment with that. So we have the shop. This is where you can buy additional cards. We have 75 caps. That is the currency. What is this here? So Crispify. Deal 3 damage and add 4 fire to each of your opponent's tiles. So take a look at this one. It's half purple, half green. Meaning it's intelligence and dexterity based card. Okay? So that can be used effectively by our wizard or by Mischief. And what's cool about it is, even if Mischief uses it, right, the dex-based character, she will still get the buff of the intelligence-based buff. So +1 energy next turn. And likewise, vice versa for the wizard. So that's what's cool about it. You can actually build in some synergies. We also have Ice Bolt. Apply 4 freeze to any brawler. Punch out, deal 6 damage. Cost 2 though. Bramblewood Crown. Well equipped, you have thorns equal to your block. That wouldn't be terrible for Mana Dust. There's no card graphic there. I think I'm good. I think we can spend our caps elsewhere. So this guy right here will help us upgrade a card that we have by adding this property. Now you have to pay attention to the coloring of it because it will change the color and the synergy of the card. Well, actually it will add it too. So Steel, increased by 4. So block increased by 4. Cleaving, give an item splash and +1 energy cost. So splash is going to affect target brawler and the brawler behind them. Virulence, trigger poison on the target. Okay, so that's like whatever poison stacks they have. Take damage equal to the number of stacks. Decrease stacks by 1. Interesting. Okay, I mean, it's certainly an option. It really is. And then we have the training here. This can actually improve our heroes themselves. Can add another innate trait to them. So maybe we do Bruno and try to get something that can buff up his defense, maybe. Let's do it. Let's train 50. All right, Raging. Gain 4 rage after each round. Slippery. At the end of each turn, transfer a debuff from this brawler to a random opponent. Well armored. At the start of each turn, gain 4 blocks. Sounds great to me. And we actually get a card draw as well. Quite nice. So let's add to the old deck here. Charge. So it costs 3 HP to use. Gain 1 energy and rally this brawler. Immediately resolve the effect of an equipped item. Okay. So if you want to use your item immediately. And then +1 energy as well. We have Flex. Gain 2 attack. Plate Mail. Gain 8 armor. Behaves like block, but the effect is not removed at the end of the turn. That sounds great to me. Alright, so we got a few bonuses for Bruno. This is going to be too expensive, but this right here, we can choose the rest at the end and get +2 max HP for all of our heroes. I think that's great. Otherwise, you can clone a card, but don't have that kind of cash. Sounds good. Let's get back into the arena. We got another fight waiting for us, and it looks like we have a dirty old sock. So what are these guys all about? Biohazards versus the Sludge Lords. Alright, so it might be poison versus poison. Certainly looks like it. It looks like there's a boss on the field as well. Alright, so what do we have going on? We have Screech, Bloodthirsty. Deal 2 bonus damage to brawlers that have bleed. Old Snake Eye. Deal 4 bonus damage to brawlers that have poison. Okay. So my guess is they try to poison. We got the reliable Bruno. Let's get him on the front lines here where he belongs. Let's throw that longsword on him. You bet. Let's Scorch. Let's hit the poison dealer in the back. Light that target on fire, and Pyromaniac gets a tick closer to the 5. Now let's see. I can stack some poison. Could also throw in this longsword. Let's throw the longsword on Mischief and also throw some poison down. Boom. Alright, nice. Now Screech is going to fall. Let's go. Got to save off the hits. I mean, 6 block is good. Although bleed and poison, that's a pretty brutal combo. I mean, he's going to be hurting. Yeah. If you move, take X damage and remove this effect. Okay, got it. So you don't want to move when you're bled. Let's get the plate mail on ya. Let's spread some poison. We could use Plaguebringer to double the poison stacks. Otherwise, we could use the wizard hat. Let's use the wizard hat on the wizard. And just enable our boy Bruno to simply tank this with his new armor. Okay, so he takes some hits, but now he's armored up. Because remember, the item resolves at the very end of the battle sequence. Alright, nice. We get our twin daggers. This will help us do a lot of damage. So let's do it. Get some more block on Bruno. I mean, we could certainly throw an ice bolt at him, but... yeah, actually we need to. Out of necessity. So let's freeze him. Got this. Let's go. Alright, so he gets poisoned again. That's not good for Bruno. But it's okay if a hero dies. Not the end of the world. We want to focus on beating Sludgehammer, this boss. You can't clean up this mess, it says. Alright, so there's 2 of them in a stack. And there's a wild card in play. This turn, the first brawler to use an intelligence card shall be ejected for 1 turn. Interesting. And it looks like this is slime. So when you play this card, inflict 2 poison on yourself. Slime a random card each turn. Okay, so that's what this guy's doing. Alright, so Bruno's got a lot of damage coming his way. It's just not good. Let's get some poison stacks on the boss. 1 bad apple. Very nice. Let's block him up. Absolutely. And plate mail. So, now one thing about this game is, let's say the longsword is on Bruno, right? Well, let's say I actually want the plate mail instead. I can actually make this trade, and you don't lose any energy for it. So watch. I mean, I lost 1 because the difference between the longsword and the plate mail is, 1 energy, but basically gives you the freedom to kind of choose, which is kind of cool. Why don't we throw this on you? We need you to just tank all of this damage. Let's go. Alright, yep, get blocked up. Get strong, Bruno. Okay, so he's got 9 stacks of poison on him. That's pretty rough. Alright, yeah, Bruno is marked for death. Let's see if I can't use this Plague Bringer card. Let's throw this on you for sure. I mean, Feeble Toxin. I'm not really too worried about 5 poison stacks, although might be famous last words. Okay, so let's use the Plague Bringer on this guy. Get his poison stacks up to 14, you bet. Let's see how strong you hang in there now, pal. Alright, Bruno falls, but, he did good. He hung in there. Getting some energy next turn. The boss takes a massive 20 stack of poison damage. We can freeze him for the win, you bet. Let's throw this on you. Let's throw the longsword on the wizard, I suppose. Let's use the poison vial. And let's see how we look in. We're okay. We can use the wild card soon. Well, let's go with that. Alright, so she's going to take poison damage, but this guy has 19 stacks of poison, which is absolutely insane. And it takes him out. Alright, 75 more caps is ours. Let's get our card and choose our schedule. Let's go. Blastorama. Deal 4 damage to all opponents, 4 for each intelligence card in your deck, and then purge it. I mean, an AoE spell is pretty amazing. Plaguebringer, another great one for our deck. It really is. Maybe we double up on this, but Blastorama seems pretty good too. Although I don't have a ton of intelligence cards right now. Could be a stretch goal for us. I say we go with Plaguebringer. It just works. Peaceful. End turn without playing any cards. Get max energy by 1. Beast mode. Play 5 strength cards. Plus 4 damage. An ally falls below 5 HP. All allies gain 5 rage. Let's do that one. Alright, Schedule A. Workshop, Oracle, or the Inn. So upgrade cards. Otherwise, we get a free 25, wildcard shop, and then train. Oh, let's go schedule B. I like the free 25 caps. And you claim those by, of course, clicking on the ATM. Because everybody knows when you click on an ATM, it gives you free money, right? Well, it does in this game. Check the store quick. Alright, so stab. Deal 2 damage and then purge it. Dexterity combo plus 6 damage. So combo triggers a bonus effect if your team has played 3+ abilities this turn. I mean, it's definitely an option. Otherwise, there's this. It's an intelligence and a strength-based card. Deal 7 damage, apply vulnerable, and splash. Give an item splash and +1 energy cost. It already cost 2. The card also applies to freeze. I mean, 7 damage is pretty good, but let's see. So, Burninate. Add 4 flame to any tile occupied by a brawler. Punch out, deal 6 damage, zap. Okay, I know what he's got. I mean, I think stab is pretty good. And then maybe that Burninate card. What is this? What's this guy doing? Okay, wildcard shop. Double header. Whenever any brawler receives a buff or debuff this turn, they also take 4 damage. Large and in charge. When you equip an item this round, immediately rally. Immediately resolve the effect of an equipped item. Don't fear the Reaper. For both teams, resurrect a brawler that was slain. Interesting. I think I'm good on that. There's better ways to spend the cash, I do think. So, like, training, I think it's probably pretty good. Let's do Mischief this time around. Alright, so glowing. Your team has +1 energy. You start each battle with 3 stacks of poison. Show off. When a feat is complete, you gain 5 rage. Raging. You gain 4 rage after each round. I think that's great for her. And plus a card. Alright, so we get the common stab. I mean, I was looking at that in the shop. We have the Thief Hood. Gain critical and 2 armor. Okay, Swamp Charm. When this is in your hand, apply 2 poison to a random enemy whenever an ability is played. Yeah, I like that. Let's take it. Let's get on into the shop. I mean, I could get stab, or we could get this. This guy shakes his head at you like, yeah, you want to buy it? Yeah, I can see you looking at that. Gimme. That's funny. All right, back into the arena. Let's go. This game does have a lot of character, right? Kind of reminds me of, like, Pit People in a strange way. I don't know if any of you are getting those vibes, but I definitely am. All right, so what do we have? First off, 3 waves. We have a Druid. So Thorny, when you take damage, gain 1 Thorns. And then Screech, Bloodthirsty. Deal 2 bonus damage to brawlers that have bleed. Alright, so one of these bleed guys again. Alright, so Bruno is slated to take some damage here for sure. Let's move him up to the front. I think an opening critical with our twin daggers here is great. Boom. Alright, that's going to do some good things. Let's get the wizard hat on you to start banking that energy. And block on you. Let's go. Alright, Bruno. It's doing good. Looks like the Harpy's gonna die. Alright, nice attack there. 8 poison sacks, and of course, poison is the ultimate difference. It's just so strong in this game. Alright, so check this out. We can go poison. Boom. And of course, as we're applying poison, we're building stacks. For 1 bad apple, right? We can do Plaguebringer, but I don't have to make that move yet. Let's burn ya. Let's freeze ya. Got some plate mail here. Otherwise, we have Plaguebringer. I think I gotta use Plaguebringer. Double up them poison stacks. How about this? Nice, so it does have the combo requirement. Plus 6 damage. I mean, the answer is yes. Alright, nice. We got the Swamp Charm in our hand as well. Alright, very nice. I think we can just bank this energy. Let's go. Alright, so wave 2. And another unique thing about this game is the way to cycle your cards is by using them, right? So as you can see, we maintain the same hand. Then obviously once our deck is depleted, the discard gets added back to the deck, but I mean, you keep your same hand over and over. So let's go ahead and get Bruno up. I think that's also where ability cards are really useful. Let's actually throw the plate mail on you. Let's throw the longsword on you. Might as well throw the sword on the wizard. Go all out attack here. What are these guys doing? They have a bow. Okay. Wow, got her pretty good. Alright, nice job, wizard. Way to take him out. So she's raging. Huntress always targets rear row enemy. Okay, so that's what she's doing. Well, let's switch places with you then. I don't want you dying. Looks like she might be applying critical to herself, though. So let's cycle the deck a little bit. Alright, one bad apple. Nice. Now she's got 2 stacks of poison. Let's throw the wizard hat. Let's burn them. Got the longsword. I think I will. Let's do it. Alright, strike him down. Looks like we're going to take her out. Alright, so she gets critical. It's going to make her do a lot of damage, but poison, the ultimate equalizer, I tell ya. Alright, 3v3 now, with a weak mischief. This turn, if a brawler uses a dex card, their opponent shall have 3 thorns applied. Okay. So we certainly want to be careful. I think we got to take out these archers as quickly as possible. So let's do this. Here's a dex card. I could use my wild card. Actually, no, I can't, because there's already a wild card in effect. I mean, 5 stacks of poison on you. Let's make that 10. And 10 for you as well. Okay, good. Poison is certainly doing its thing. Let's apply some more. 15. Alright, nice. Wizard. Get the hit. Alright, now she's marked for death. So is this guy as well. Just insanely strong poison. So let's switch places. Still marked for death, huh? What is this guy doing? He's attacking, huh? Well, so if I do this, does it save her? It does. Let's do something like that then. Let's go. Just gotta let poison do its thing. The wizard takes a couple of hits, but he hangs in there. Oh yeah. The poison just runs through the bloodstream. Takes him out. Now we're free to use this to get back in good standing, and let's take him out. I really like the soundtrack of this game too. It's just got a lot of character, and she's raging. She's got 12 stacks of rage equipped. Look at that damage, 15 and 15. Amazing hits, and victory for the good guys, you bet. More cards. What do we have? Defensive formation. Brawlers on your team gain 4 block. I mean, that's pretty good. Poison Nova. Apply poison to all opponents. Or Sparkler Wand. Apply 6 shock. Give an item splash plus 1 energy cost. Poison Nova is the obvious choice. Big hitter, deal 10 damage in a single attack. So every time you do that, apply vulnerable to all opponents. Allied Brawler falls 2 faces. Play dual cards 5 times. Let's go with big hitter. Alright, Oracle Train Workshop. Bank Wildcard Shop, the Inn. Let's see, so what do I want to do? I think I want to upgrade a card. So let's get to the workshop. Maybe we can call a card for free as well.
Don't dally too long now.
Let's take a look at our deck holistically. So what do we have that we can maybe get rid of? I think all of these things serve a purpose. So I think I'm good on you, Mr. Oracle. Let's check the store real quick. Alright, so there's a dual color stab. Damage is increased by 4 per unique debuff on the target. Here's Hidden Blades. Shuffle 2 stabs into your deck. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Stab's free. I'll probably end up going with that, but let's upgrade first. Archmage. Damage is increased by 4 per unique debuff on the target. Okay. Virulence. Target poison on the target, or sorry, trigger poison on the target. Steal all buffs from the target. I think this is actually pretty good. So Poison Nova. I mean, I think just objectively, yes.
Really superior.
Excellent. So now what we can do is we can actually upgrade that card again and add maybe like a strength buff to it or something. So let's get in here and let's do Hidden Blades.
I get kickbacks.
Crispify. Deal 3 damage and add 4 burn to each of your opponent's tiles. Costs 4 though. Very expensive. I think I'm good. Let's save what we have and let's get on into another fight. Let's go.
The crowd trembles in anticipation.
Alright, what's this? The Pyromaniacs. Okay. So things are about to heat up a little bit. Got the Mongrel, Ankle Biter. When this brawler acts, mobilize their opponent. Can't move for 1 turn. This guy is warm-blooded. If any brawler ends their turn on a tile with fire, you restore 6 HP. Interesting. Alright, well, I think... let's use this. And I think we come out of the gate swinging. Question is on who? Let's use this on you with your critical. So she's going to hit him for 4, apply 3 poison, and do it twice. So 6, 8, he should fall. Let's do this, and let's go. Big hit by Bruno. It's not going to be enough to kill, but big hit by Bruno, nonetheless. Looks like Bruno gets a little scorched up. Oh yeah, those poison stacks. Gonna claim your soul there, pal. Alright, nice. We get a stab. Block. Could also freeze. See how Fire Guy likes a little freeze.
You're mistaken.
Alright, yeah. Can't move. Alright, so if I can combo this up. Never mind. I don't even need to. Poison Nova, though. We got Poison Nova and we got the Plague Bringer. So if I can use this, maybe we can get that Wizard Hat. We sure can. This is going to give us more energy to play around with next turn. With all these buffs. I like it. Let's go. Got a pretty good arrangement of poison boosting cards. And who's this guy? Looks like we got a boss coming on the field next turn. Alright, so, Bruno. So let's apply this. Nice, we got 2 of these Plague Bringers. Let's do this. And we got the Swamp Charm as well. Okay, so this deck is kind of starting to come together just a little bit. So let's go ahead and use this on you. We also have Scorch. I could double it up again. I think I should. And there's no reason to use this. So let's just save it. Alright, Bruno. Gonna take a couple of hits. Okay, so that guy has charge, but poison claims some souls, you bet. And we have Redbeard. Let's turn up the heats. Alright, this guy's 120 HP. Hothead. Whenever this brawler is damaged, apply 2 fire to their attacker. Okay. Wild card. Intelligence-based cards. Okay. So this guy's attacking everyone. Okay, well. Let's see if we can take out this guy. Start stacking up some poison. You bet. Let's get a couple of stabs. Alright, nice. Big hitter. I mean, it's a huge hit. We gotta do it. Even though we're gonna get started on fire, we gotta do it. Got the Poison Nova now. Let's throw this on Bruno. Let's move him down. Let's just get off the fire. Let's call that a turn.
Say hello to the viewers at home.
Alright, so we're taking hits. But hanging in there. Just barely hanging in there. Alright, she's raging. What's he gonna do now? He's going to attack this line. Okay, got it. Let's use this. Alright, let's stack up as much poison on this guy as possible. So what does burning do? Increase for each stack of burn in this tile. Okay, got it. Makes you take more damage. Alright, 11 poison stacks. Let's double it up. What do you say? 24 stacks of poison on him now. Let's keep going. Alright, so he blasts Bruno, but Bruno hangs in there nicely. And what's he gonna do now? He's gonna hit this lane. Alright, hidden blades. Let's scorch him. Alright, nice. Got the poison buff again. Let's freeze him. Nice. Okay, so we get the heal because we're a pyromaniac now as well. 35. So let's see. He actually dies. Because he's on a burning tile. Is that right? Well, who says Mischief's got to be the only one spreading the poison? Bruno, whip it on there, pal. Let's go. Yeah, why not? Little insult to injury. Poison is so strong. I'm really liking poison in this game. Very, very strong.
Is it time for Scritchy Scratchy?
Alright, very nice. What can we add to our deck? We have another Swamp Charm. Now, if we have multiple of those, think about it. Another Plaguebringer card. I mean, it's a super useful card for what we're doing here. Lightning Rod. 3 copies of Zap to your deck. Trigger twice if Brawler has less than 50%. It's a strength card. I mean, let's stick with what works. Larger than life. Raise a Brawler's defense to 12. Increase your max energy by 1. Green Blood. Achieve a poison stack of 10 or higher on an opponent. Apply 5 poison to all opponents. The answer is simply yes. Like, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, Schedule A. Oracle, the Inn, or Training. We have 90 caps. I think I want to get back and upgrade some more cards. Plus, we get the bank as well.
So many sights, so little.
So, common knowledge, of course. You interact with an ATM, it simply just gives you money. No different here. Alright, so we have another stab. I mean, it's useful. What's this? Taunt. Force all enemy brawlers to target you. You gain 8 defense. That's also interesting. Otherwise, we have a Smash Good. Deal damage equal to 5 times the number of strength cards in your deck. Dexterity. Add 2 times stab to your deck. This item deals plus 4 damage. Interesting. Iron Skin. Viper Dagger. Apply 5 poison. Trigger twice if Brawler has less than 50% HP. I think that's a good one to get. I mean, I can't buy this and upgrade something, but we can do the Viper Dagger.
Free Bramble squeeze toy with every purchase.
And then we might be able to make a hybrid card. So Poisonous, your card also applies 3 poison. The answer is yes. Alright, so Twin Daggers. We could do it. We could also, we could make a hybrid card. So like this longsword, we can make it red and green. I mean, the stab that's free to use is kind of nice. Let's do the longsword. I think that's completely fine.
Impressive.
Now it can be wielded effectively by both our Rogue, Mischief, and also Bruno. And it applies poison, right? It just simply just works. Alright, who's up next? Too cool for school. Okay, got it. Alright, so this guy's all tatted up. A Muto Cycler. Thick skin. You can't take damage higher than 10 from a single source. Occultist. Unholy Aura. Lose 10 HP at the end of each turn and restore 5 HP to allies. 40 HP though. Kinda tanky. Just a little bit. Alright, nice. We have the Viper Dagger. Best used on Bruno. So let's get some poison stacks on this guy. What do you say? We've got these two Plague Bringers. Let's go with the long sword on you. Use that critical. And what's this guy doing? Looks like he's going to give himself regen. And this guy's going to attack this lane. I think I'd probably rather my wizard take the hit. Otherwise, I could shift it down. Because this guy's not attacking. So let's do this. Let's go. Alright, that guy gives himself regen. Gets a little stabbed up and gets poison. This guy has 5 stacks of poison on him now. Alright, so he heals his cohort there. Let's see. Twin daggers, yes. Let's spread some more poison. Says spread that gift that keeps on poisoning. What's this guy doing? He's going to attack a lane. Well, let's move Bruno up. Let's get this to weaken his attack greatly. We also get a stab. Let's do it. Boom. Alright, very nice. This guy's going to be hurting after we apply some more poison to him. Bruno takes a nailed club into the face. Nice, we get green blood, so we're going to get both of these, right? One bad apple and green blood. Now suddenly everybody's poisoned, like lethally, right? Like this guy's toast. Well, what's he going to do? He's going to attack. Well, let's give him a bunch of poison stacks. How about that? What's this guy doing? He's attacking this lane as well. Alright, so I will use Scorch because it does carry over, right? So when new units come to the field, there'll still be a Scorched zone. But let's hang on to this. Let's go. Alright, big hit there. Taken by Bruno. He's got some bleed. She's got vulnerable. Oh, this guy, right. He can't take more than 10 damage per turn. Even by poison. Interesting. That was kind of my way around that. Alright, Bruno is slated to take 11 damage. How does a wizard do? Yeah, he gets reduced. I mean, Bruno can take the hit. We kind of need him to anyways. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Get the next crop of victims out here to our poisoning. What is this guy? This is a burning. No, never mind. A bamboozle. Frosty. When a brawler is frozen, gain 2 rage. Okay, got it. Got one of these jerks down here. So let's apply the poison. 10 stacks of poison, just like that. Let's double that up. Okay, now you're down. Let's get the wizard hat on. Hey, long sword. Do I use this? I don't think so yet. Bruno's got to hang in there. He will. Alright, boiling points. Hang in there, Bruno. Nice hit, big hitter. Apply vulnerable to all. Alright, Bruno's down to his last HP points. This guy needs his poison stacks doubled up. I definitely need this. I have to save the poison Nova. So I could go with this on Bruno. We could throw the block on him. Let's use Hidden Blades. She's got 21 stacks of rage, which is pretty crazy. Alright, nice. We do get the stab. Doesn't look like he's taking any damage. Higher than 10 from a single source. Okay, so I wonder if, like, it's by character, maybe. Bruno's gonna be able to hang in there, though. Let's brawl. Alright, so he casts regen. Now he's about to find out. But he's gonna hit our boy Bruno first. I mean, we gotta do it. Alright, nice. Did 0 damage and then succumbs to poison. And here we go, the final wave. Alright, intelligence cards. That's okay. It's not really in the plans to use intelligence cards. So Bruno, let's swap places with you. What are you doing? You are attacking this lane over. That's alright. Poison Nova. I think so. Let's use it. Alright, nice. Okay, so you're down. You're simply just gonna die. And same with you now, too. Good deal. Alright, Bruno's down, but, you know, his sacrifice is not in vain. He succumbs to the bleed. But they succumb to the poison. And here we go. Let's throw some poison. Got the long sword in the twin daggers. Let's take him out. Nicely done. Just so much poison. Just dishing the poison. Alright, excellent. Let's get a new card draw. So Vanish. Discard and redraw your hand. I mean, that's not so bad. Dracorn Fang. Deal 11 damage. Always strike the opponent with the least health. Dexterity combo plus 6 damage. Crispify, an intelligence-based card. I don't like the cost of that. Let's go with the Dracorn Fang. Play 5 abilities on the same turn. Play 5 strength cards. We actually do have a lot of abilities like those stabs and whatnot. Bank Oracle, Train the Inn Workshop. We'll see what's available in the workshop to upgrade. Mighty. Item deals plus 4 damage. Storm. Increase defense by 4. Could also upgrade. Could do mischief again. Let's do it.
I think it's time for you to hit the
Deal 4 bonus damage to brawlers that have poison. The answer is yes. Alright, Vanish Shredders. Deal 6 damage, repeat for each dex upgrade. Muck-splosion. Trigger poison on all enemy brawlers. I mean, that's not so bad at all. Although this is pretty good for mischief. Let's go with Muck-splosion. Just works. Let's go to the inn. Let's get some max HP. What do you say? Sounds good. Store, do we have a cheap option? Deflect. Apply 6 block. It's cheap. Thief Hood. Gain critical and 2 armor. It's an item, though. We also have Vanish. Deflect is fine.
The smell of
Alright, so it looks like we have 2 battles remaining. Can we take this one across the finish line? We'll certainly see. Let's go. Biohazards versus the Knights. Or the Knights. Alright, so what do we have going on here? It's like all kinds of zany characters on the board. Alright, so you, Dragorn Fang. Let's throw this on you. Let's throw this on you. What's this guy gonna do? It looks like he's going to buff himself. This guy's going to attack. Not really the end of the world. So let's hold there. This guy's gonna take 30 damage right out the gate. And Bruno just gets whacked with a metal pipe. Hilarious. That guy's down already, though. The wizard hat's big. Now we have more energy to work with. Alright, so she's attacking, or this guy's attacking the lane. That's not a good combination for us. Wow, Bruno. He's set to take massive damage. Well, let's do this just so we get a draw. It does start to apply some poison. I really need a way to get Bruno propped up just a little bit. Like a block or something. We got this. It'll reduce damage. And it reduces it enough to save Bruno's life. Amazing. Like a destiny draw right there, I tell ya. We got lucky. Man, that guy's hitting hard. Alright, so all of our poison buffs proc off, and look at all these poison stacks. 23 poison stacks. The Darkest Night, a duel excellent. Prepare to be overshadowed. Said something there, I couldn't read it quick enough. Alright, no intelligence cards. Frankly, that's fine with me. What's this guy doing? Looks like he's going to add block and thorns. This guy's adding block. What do you do? Start of each turn, apply 2 block to all allies. Alright, let's apply some poison. Very nice. Got Poison Nova as well. The answer is yes. And we also have Stab, which will, of course, apply more poison. Alright, perfect. Looking good. It's a good opening turn. Alright, this guy gets thorns. And watch the poison do its thing. Okay, so he switches places. Interesting tactics there, pal. Let's hit him with, actually, first and foremost. Let's do this. Let's get that on you. So, looks like this guy's gonna buff himself up again. Well, let's get a deflect. Let's get a block. Let's double up your poison stacks. What do you say? Nice, the field's just getting wiped. Like, poison's so strong. It's awesome. Our wizard takes a thrashing, though. But his units literally melt. Like corrosive poison. Okay, so eject all but the highest, okay, HP from each team. Alright, so she's got some big damage incoming. But luckily for us, let's light him up. We've got the long sword. And that's a good get. Let's double up them poison stacks. And he actually should die. Yeah, he's gonna die. Too much poison. Cause of death. Massive poisoning of the bloodstream. So it takes a big hit, but it's no big deal. 108 poison stacks. Absolutely insane. Don't fear the Reaper. Survive a battle with a single brawler with 1 health. It's like we just squeaked by. That was our wizard, I do believe. He got like completely decked. Battle Mage Staff. Deal 8 damage for each debuff on your targets. Strength trigger twice if Brawler has less than 50% HP. Shield Slam or Bramblewood Crown. Dexterity, add 2 times stab to your deck. While equipped, you have Thorns equal to your block. Deal damage equal to your block and armor. I mean, this is a dex card, I suppose. We do have the ability to apply some debuffs for sure. I mean, 8 damage for each debuff. Nah, we're all in on poison. Let's go with that one. Play 3 dex cards. Reduce the energy cost of dex cards by 1. Wow. The answer is yes. Alright, so our final stop in town. The inn, the workshop. Could also train. Let's train. I mean, I think we have a strong enough deck. We just have to get the cards in our hand. So let's get the ATM. Let's train. Do we do mischief again? Looks like I could train 2 heroes if I want. Do we have the inn? Not this round. What's here? Execute. Deal 4 damage, destroy them if below 50%, unless they're a boss. The card also applies 3 poison. Chill Staff. Steal all buffs from the target, give an item splash, and +1 energy cost. A little too expensive for me. Magic Armor. Gain 8 armor. If you had unspent energy last turn, this costs 1 energy. Intelligence +1 energy next turn. Some interesting possibilities there, but let's go with mischief again. Shuffle 2 times stab in your deck when you use an item. Apply 2 rage to all allies at the start of each turn. I think that's great. The more stabs we can get, they're free, they're good. They help us stack poison as well. We got another Dragorn Fang. Heist or another Plaguebringer. Let's go with the Plaguebringer. I mean, why not? Okay, so it doesn't look like we can train multiple times. That's good to know. So let's go with that. And then, should we cull our deck of anything? Is there anything that's just kind of like persisting? Like maybe this basic longsword. Let's get rid of it. Don't need it. Yeah, be gone. And into the final boss fight. Let's go.
One of you tonight.
Biohazards versus Bramble's Bruisers. Okay, so that bear at the intro is actually Bramble. Quite interesting. Alright, so what are these guys doing? Looks like this guy's giving himself rage and block. Rage, and attack bonus. Alright, well, let's make quick work of them if we can. Four damage, destroy them if below 50% HP. Ah, man, this is where having so many Plaguebringers is not beneficial to me. Well, let's use this just to start getting some poison on them. We got Poison Nova. So let's just use one of these on you. Boom. Got another one. Wow. Did anybody shuffle this deck or what? Alright, so they're all raged up. They're going to be hitting pretty heavily, actually. We just need time to set up our poison deck. Alright, Bruno's going to be taking heavy damage. Wizard hat on the wizard. Just makes sense. Let's hit him again. Alright, do we sack the wizard? I can't sack our poison bringer. What are you going to do? You're going to attack the wizard twice. Yeah, so this lane's just getting hit so hard. Might have to sack the wizard. Oh, wow, this guy loses that fight too? Why is the wizard able to hang in there? Exactly. I'm a little curious about that. mean, we gotta go with it, Bruno. It hurts to lose you, man.
Ice pack for this one. Permanent hibernation.
Man, how many attacks do you get? That guy melts by poison. Alright, this isn't trending too well, is it? Poison Nova. Let's see, Twin Daggers. Deal 2 damage twice. I mean, we certainly got to do... I mean, it deals 11 damage, so it takes you out. Oh, really? They're both dead? Is that how you're going to do me, game? That's how it's going to wrap up. Got too many Plague Bringers at the end. Let's see. Okay, stab. This is useful. Okay, so we actually do eliminate you. Okay, so let's keep going with this. Poison Nova. I don't much like sacking the wizard, but kind of feels like my only option. Unless I use the Poison Nova. That's all my energy. Otherwise, we have equip cards, you know? Maybe I can get some free stabs, I suppose. I do not. Let's take that off. Let's throw this on. That gets you killed. Looks like we have to sack the wizard. Not good. That guy's responsible for 2 kills, man. Get out of here. Poison, do your thing. Alright, here we go. Big boss fight, and we are just limping on by, aren't we? Final wave. Of course, it's a Dex card. 200 HP. Really? Okay. I can't use this, can I? Nope. Yeah, this one's likely over with. We're gonna do our best.
Don't get too big-headed.
Let's increase some block. Add 2 stab to your deck. Man, the game chose a heck of a time to give me...
Bramble, do something.
Yeah, it chose a heck of a time to give me all item cards. And we just get absolutely decked. Better luck next time, the game says, and then dust yourself off. A fitting end to the madness, I suppose, so we do suffer defeat. Let's see. Completed 18 feats. Got all the way to the end. Built a really fun poison deck, like... Maybe we just had a few too many cards in our deck, perhaps. Maybe we should have culled down our deck just a little bit. Like, remove some of this filler stuff, but... You know, ultimately, I think poison's really strong, and I think we built a pretty fun poison deck here today. So let's pop on back to the main screen here. Looks like we got a new wild card unlocked. Well, let's see. No brawler shall have their health reduced below 1 this turn. That would have been a great one to use. Back to basics. All buffs and debuffs are removed at the end of this turn. Don't fear the Reaper. For both teams, resurrect a brawler. Also would have been nice. So yeah, this is back to the title screen, and we're going to land this plane. So this has been Meteorfall Bramble Royale. A pretty zany and wacky tactical deck builder roguelite that honestly, I really enjoy. I like the character. I like that this game is just uniquely it, right? Doesn't try to be something else. It simply leans into its fun vibe, leads into its fun atmosphere, and I think it does that really well. Now, it is working with some fun mechanics, and I think that there's a lot to like and explore about this game, especially if you like, you know, deck builder roguelites. I think this one is definitely a good one. So So if you want to check the game out for yourself, you certainly can. There's a free demo, link in the video description below. Otherwise, 3/26/25 is the release date of this fine title on Steam. Add it to your wish list if you're not ready to commit yet, or jump on in. It's a fun game, and I really enjoy my time with it. Smash the like button and let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about the game. Become a subscriber if you're new here. Would greatly appreciate that. Thanks so much for spending some time on the channel today, my friends. I do appreciate it, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.